ago, and when I took over the program in 2016 here. And I coached at Florida Catholic for a year because they needed a coach to step for it. So coaching-wise, that's me. I am not a teacher. I'm not an administrator. I don't work in a school, so they're not like a lot of coaches that are typically in spots like me. I work in construction. I run construction for a living. So that's what I do outside. I just have a lot of flexibility with my schedule, and I have a very gracious wife that allows me to coach. I'm married, and I have 2 kids, and I have a 3rd baby on the way. So she's very gracious. She'll probably see her here. She'll come in here with my 2 little ones. My oldest is 3. His name is Levi. My youngest is Jonah, and he just turned 1 about a week or 2 ago. Okay, so you might see them in here. I might have them at practice with me do something, and I'll make whoever wears Benita gear maybe. Because apparently we're at Benita. If you don't know Katie, she prefers Benita over Claremont. So yeah, that's kind of my background of different things. I coach players, everything from Hopper division, which now it's a little different from low level to open division. I've had girls go on to play at Mount Sac, to girls to play at USC, Oregon, Tennessee. One of my girls just got setting at Woollen and Mary in Virginia. She was at UCR previously, girls at Cal State. So we coach a lot of different levels of athletes and train a lot. I still do a lot of training for college athletes. I do a lot of high school age, but summertime I'm very good at college athletes. So that's me in coaching. Philosophy. I say this with as much love and passion as I can. I don't care about parents. I'm going to just make that very clear. I don't care about parents. I care about the athletes. I care about the students and the people playing in the gym. Parents personally have create a lot of drama and conflict for programs and for coaches. Sometimes justified. I know sometimes. Sometimes it's just you're doing what you are supposed to protect your daughter. And I understand that. And I try taking that a lot of stuff to bring it all. Because your number 1 goal is your daughter and her success and her happiness. My job is the program. My job is the team. What's best for the program and the team? Okay? That leads me into playtime. Not one player on my team is guaranteed playtime, and I will never guarantee playtime to anyone. All the girls were told the last 2 days actually that they're not comfortable playing on the sidelines, they can't play on my court. They have to be comfortable sitting on the sidelines being a cheerleader for their team before they can be comfortable on the court. Now, some girls get on the court faster, some girls take a little bit longer. Some girls, they get on the court because other girls are making mistakes. And you need to make a change, and they get on there, and they show it. And they do really well, and I keep them on. Okay? It's not personal. I do not make decisions personally. I do what I feel is best for the program. And same thing with the JV and cross coaches. Okay? Actually, do you want to introduce yourself? Have you got anybody? I just realized. Do you want to make a quick intro? My cross coach. If you're not so cross, and then JV coach, I'm actually talking to a few people right now. One is an ex-Claremont alum. She just graduated from Whittier College, and the family's well known, very involved with ASB in the past, and all that. So I get her on board regardless. It's be great. And then I'm talking to a whole coach of mine. Her name is Natasha, big volleyball player. Her husband plays professionally. Feisty, and she's very good at volleyball. Girls will probably start calling her queen because that tends to be anything that all those other officials. She's from Puerto Rico and she has a Puerto Rican mentality, so she's very feisty. But she's a great coach and she's great. So I'm going through the process of trying to get a JV coach in, but currently Alexis Coach Alexis stepping in to help out with JV. Okay. So going back, playtime, right? I can't admit playtime is not guaranteed, it's not promised, and you as parents can handle the girls being on the bench, then they can't be on the team mentality. I'm very honest about that. I'm very direct. If girls can't be on the sidelines, they can't be on the court. And playtime is discussed with me by the athletes only, not by parents. Parents should never come to me about playtime. Ever. Parents should never go to Harold about that. Harold's an AD. He has all football. He has all the programs to worry about. He does not need people coming to him about playtime. Because he just can tell you to come talk to David. Go talk to the coach. He's very athletically minded. Playtime, he will tell you too. Not guaranteed this. If it's varsity's goal is to win. Win leagues, win patches, win rings. is what our goal is. That's my goal. Right? We have the talent, every girl on the team has the talent, and everyone has their piece to support the team. Okay? Something I brought up to the girls I'll address here, could I address it today? Yesterday I told the girls I was going to cut 4 girls from the team. Because 16 is too many girls per team. They still believe it. It's a lot of girls on a team, but there's a lot of girls standing on the side. It statistically makes it hard. Volleyball, 10 players really make the team, 12 players make a great practice. Everything else kind of minimizes the amount of contacts someone can get. However, based off the practice I had yesterday and even today, I think all 16 girls have a good head on their shoulders, and they all have good talents and stuff that can support the team. Whether as practice players and or when we need them in a bind because there's something they can do that's very special that I feel is really capture success for the team. So I told the girls today, I'm going to pull back a little bit. On Friday, I'm going to have one-on-ones with everybody. Unless some girl falls off the end very quickly by Friday, I'm going to do one-on-ones on Friday and practice. And I'm going to talk to them and tell them where I feel the place on the team is right now. Whether, hey, I see you on the court, may not be a lot, but I see you on the court, or right now I really see you on the sidelines and you're really going to help us at practice and fight for it. If your daughter's not a senior, not a bad thing to have. They can develop and learn for next season. Because if you don't know how many seniors are on this team, there's a lot of seniors on this team. Okay? So next year, a lot of fill has to happen. So girls who are on varsity already have the maturity for it. Okay, but I'm going to probably do one-on-ones with girls on Fridays in place of practice at 3 o'clock, 5 minutes each. Just talk to them where I feel they're out of the team, where I think they can support the team the best, as well as, anything I see of concern or that needs to be taken care of. Okay, so I'm pulling back on that statement because I watch girls and everyone has good talent on the team. 16 is a lot, but I'm not going to break any hearts because of it, because everyone has proven themselves to at least hold a spot on the team. It's just a question of how to get on the court, and that's up to them. Going with that, parents, you can be a big factor on their success on that. Okay, I'm not saying you talking to me. I'm saying you supporting them at home is going to make them a better player as a gym. The conversations you have with them when they go home can make them a better athlete. You talk negatively to them about, oh, I don't know why he doesn't play you. I don't know. You're so much better than that girl. Guess what? She's not going to get better, and her love for the sport's going to dwindle very quickly. I'm going to be the villain in the story, but in reality, the conversations happened very early on that set a tone mentally for them. Okay? Believe me or not, but I've seen it happen too much. Okay? Let's move on. Game days. Everyone has to stay at the game throughout varsity. JV and cross has to stay. To be released, I have to give approval. Not the JV coach, not the cross coach. I have to give approval for cross and JV players to leave games for. Right? This isn't, I know we each play on individual teams. We have 3 different teams, but this is a program, and the best programs, all levels support each year in our phase. Now, there's something going on. Okay, that's fine. Contact me. This is not hard, but have a conversation with me on it. Not, I'm not staying long. I'm going to say playing high school 101 is the best thing. Now, there's other obligations. I understand girls may have other sports that they need to go to because they're a competitive softball player or soccer player, and they have travel. Like, I'll be leaving because, I'm all about multi-sports and supporting. My assistant coach, Juliana, who's not here, she was a multi-sport for me here at Claremont. She got a full-ride scholarship, played D1 golf. To do it, but she was an amazing volleyball player. So, parents, you can talk to me if there's situations that do it, but the expectation is girls stay throughout all of the matches. That's away games, that's home games, that's all of it. Okay? And primary, I need as many as can because JV and Frost are now responsible for taking down the gym after the varsity match. Varsity will set both gyms up. They will not take down. They just play the match. They don't need now physical work to get holes in the natural way. JV and Frost are responsible for making sure the gym is put back in place the way it should be. Right? They're going to go through the stands, the gym's in the trash, as well as everything put away properly. All right? Now, Varsity will have responsibility because when I find trash in the stadium, all levels will have to run because we don't leave any gym in trash. I don't care if it was left here or the girls already know. There's a bottle in the gym we got here, they're picking it up by the time. So there. Everyone has to go to and from games on the bus. There's no going, and then mom and dad are going to drive home because I live right next to the school, so I don't want to have to drive all the way back to school. You're taking the bus. I take we play at Iola. I would love to drive to Iola. I live 5 minutes from Iola. I'm still going to take the bus all the way home and drive 30, 40 minutes. Okay? It creates a good bond for the girls to be on the bus. Okay? What else? I'm going to forget. Max Preps. Love Max Preps. It can be a great resource and a great kind of 10,000 foot view for a program. Max Preps is nothing more than information, but it's not true information all the time. The schedule on there is not our schedule. If you see a game on there that's not on a physical schedule, do not think we have it. Or don't think, oh, well, it's not Max Preps, so we don't put it. It usually is good information, right? But Max Preps isn't active. It is a resource that someone created that got success and now all schools use it. But stats, all that kind of stuff, it's great for the girls. I like having it because girls can kind of see how they're placed. However, no one says that my stats are the same as Benita's stats, right? I know when I did stats and I look at like when we had quality in our division, they would have girls passing at a 2.8. If you know volleyball, a 2.8 is a pretty damn good passing average. That is insane. D1 players can't pass that one. And all of a sudden we have girls who just aren't that good passing a twig. So it's a relative statement, right? But it's great for the girls because it's a great height for them. So I do try doing it. I know I have some parents willing to help out with that. But Max Prep is not. When Max Prep said you only got 4 kills, and I watched it and she had 6. I don't think, honestly, I really don't. That's not. Stats to me are for my use and for me to make decisions on the team. Okay? So I use stats to determine how I'm going to run offense, how I'm going to run defense, if I'm running the right system. I have very specific stat sheets where I can track at what point we're leading and what team needs for what point first, so I can run statistically on how we're moving as a team and how that flow rotation lines up with points. Okay? Because it allows me to determine how we're going to be successful for the next game. What else? I am very direct. Come to me after a game about something, be ready. I'm all about 24-hour rule or next day rule, like talk to me next day, besting. But I'm a very direct person. Usually very unapologetic, especially if it's in the moment. If you want to come to me in the moment because of frustration, I will give you the same energy back. In a political way, because obviously I still have to maintain a certain level of composure, but I'm a very direct person. I'm not beat around the bush or be soft about it. I like that with the girls, I like that with parents. Some people know me just through the past, and people that play for me. Andre's oldest played for me, she was a varsity, and now I moved up the youngest on varsity as a senior. Right? They got an idea. I know Katie has coached Skylar before. I'm a very direct person. Love the kids, still get to play. I don't care. I care about the success of the team. So if the player doesn't hate me, great. When Juliana comes here, ask her about how we're team. Half the team hated me with passion. But we won league, we went to state semis, we went to CIF semis, and all that. So as long as we're winning, I can care less about it. Drama, bullying, it will be addressed with the girls. If it's bullying, I will call you as well before I address your daughter about it. I won't just pull daughter people aside and start talking about things as serious like being bullies or anything like that. Because at that point, I think most parents want to know the issue, or at least you might have some insight to what's going on. But I don't do it. It's very much the zero tolerance rule at Claremont, and for me, I find it's happening, and after the investigation, I find it's true. I remove girls immediately. I picked the best player on my team off because they were being mean and bullies to teammates. Okay? But I'll go with drama, I call it out for face value in front of everybody. Parents are dramatic, I'll call it out in front of everybody. Girls that are dramatic, I'll call it out in front of the whole team. If 2 girls are going to be catty with each other in my gym and I find out about it, I'll do it in front of all 16. And I'll ask them, why are you being catty with your teammate? Why are you being rude? Why are you rolling your eyes at them? And it'd be a team discussion because it's affecting the team just as much. So the whole team gets it. Now, I'm there to control it because teenage girls can be very brutal sometimes. So I'm there to control the conversation with them. So, have you anything on here, Katie? Lunches. Oh, at lunchtime, I will say varsity all has to have lunch together on games on it. And then boosters, like for example, tomorrow is providing lunch to all the programs, right? So they're going to be bringing in Jersey Mikes tomorrow for all the girls. Varsity has to have lunch together. Game day, varsity has lunch together. So tomorrow, I might be able to get her by 2 o'clock, which I think is right around the lunch So I told him I can open up the gym so they can once a year. Or I think Riley mentioned she might be able to find a home room or something. Game days, I don't care as long as we're in Claremont volleyball stuff. I can care less what it is. As long as it's Claremont volleyball, not just Claremont High School. Outside that, if you have questions, feel free to send me an email on it. Feel free to ask me now, but I got to get going in about 10 minutes to go see my boys before they pass out. But yeah, I'm very open, very transparent. If you have questions, ask me. If you have issues with something I'm doing, come talk to me about it. I'm open here to hear better ways of doing things. However, do not be the parent that says, I hate being the parent, but don't be that parent. You're being that parent. Don't even talk to me. I hear that, and I guarantee you I shut down, I don't even listen to you. I look at you and I think, because you're being that parent and it's not there. Like, hey, I'm going to be that parent right now, and I'm going to listen because at least we're being realistic with what we're doing. I don't know, but if you have issues with me or something I'm doing, talk to me. I'm all ears. You say that as a big broad statement. Your daughter, some of these girls are going to hate me. I have to accept it. They're not going to like me. I'm going to be blamed for them falling, not in love with volleyball again. High school's a little harder, club it happens more. I have to be the unfortunately it's part of my life. Not every girl's going to love me, and that's fine. Not every parent's going to love me, I promise you. But you do not talk smack about players in the stands or about me in the stands. I will find out. I promise you, I will find out. I don't know how many times I have my wife in the stands and she's seeing right in front of a dad who's like, well, that was an idiot. Like, I mean, I've had it happen. I thought, you got a problem with me? Like, don't come to my games. Like, it's not an issue. Or I have people, I have players that will come watch. I have alumni that will come watch. Because I'll invite them all to the games. And I guarantee you someone's going to say something about what you're saying. Because at the end of the day, that individual cares more about their daughter and their success. And if they can use it against them, parents usually will do it. Because it puts their daughter in a better light. I'm telling you, it puts them in light. You tell your daughter, I will find out. I'm telling you, you will find out. It comes out eventually. And if you're a toxic parent, your daughter probably won't make a teenager. Because toxic parents destroy programs just as much as anything else. But if you're that frustrated, talk to me first and we can probably figure out a solution very quickly. Okay? Cool? I'll be here like for another 10 minutes, but we're all good to go. Send me any questions. I'll probably be a part of Boosters meeting for at least 5 minutes or something like that. Or I'm usually here an hour before practice. If you need to talk to me after practice, my goal is to kind of get home. After game days, I'm usually here until the gym's taken down, so I'm happy to have conversations then. Or before, or if you know something, schedule time to meet. We can set up a time to meet or have a conference call, phone call, or something. If it's serious, I'll obviously get Harold involved. Now, if it's something big, serious, go straight to Harold. If it's a big concern, no matter what, like go to Harold. But if it's something minor, please leave him alone. Let him do his job, which is dealing with, based off meeting his last couple days, like he's dealing with some stuff that think about what he's doing. If he has to address everything, there's a little thing to take away time from something that's bigger than that. However, if it's that, go talk to him. Right? But hopefully you can talk to me and figure it out first. Okay? Don't let it fester. Yeah, I'm glad to be at home. I'm happy to and do it. I didn't want to be here for a while. The talent has been really good for the last few years. And I mean, just today the girls seem to be getting together really well. The hitters hitting really strong, aggressive, serving aggressive, passing is looking better, a little bit more teamwork. Varsity, probably possibly next week, there may be a 6 a.m. practice. We're going to do film review. We're going to ask boosters to pay for practice. Breakfast burritos or something, we're all paid for it, I don't care. And we're going to do a film review so the girls can kind of see some of the stuff that makes them better and stronger for that. But I will give enough notice for that because most girls start at 8 o'clock. But anyway, that's cool. I'm happy to be here. If you have questions, feel free to let me know. If you need my number, ask somebody, Harold, Audrey, anybody, feel free to give out my number, that's fine. Please don't call me at 10 o'clock at night. Maybe text me, hey, can we talk tomorrow? And then I'll set the time, but please don't call me at 10 o'clock at night to complain about something. Unless it's like somebody's in danger, somebody's health is in danger, or something. Like it needs to be an emergency and stuff. Cool? All right.